Hey guys, it's Angelo from Disorganization 13 here. So those of you who are familiar with us know that we have a lot of opinions, and though we express most of them in the seething balls of hate known as spoiler, I kinda figured it would be cool to give a serious game review a shot. Well, mostly serious. As serious as we can make it, at least. So here we are, Disorganization 13's first game review of 999, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. And 9 of a whole lot of other shit, too. Holy hell, this game is awesome. And it's kind of weird to say that, because I'm usually trying to think of funny ways to say this sucks. Seriously though, I've been beating the games as art penis drum, beating the games as art drum for some time now. But I never really had a good example of a game that could be compared artistically to novels and movies and TV shows and music and blah blah blah. Well, 999 is that game. This game played with my emotions, kept me in suspense, and plain old scared the shit out of me way better than most modern thriller movies could. I literally had panic attacks while playing this game, and that's not because the game used jump-out scares or excessive gore or anything. It's because it constantly kept me in a slightly paranoid state, always waiting for the other shoe to drop. And the other shoe was apparently a bomb exploding in my stomach. I'm getting ahead of myself, though. 999 is a visual novel for the Nintendo DS, so if you don't like that sort of game, turn this video off right now and go watch The Angry Video Game Nerd or something. You're gonna be doing a lot of reading. A lot of reading. Way more reading than actual gameplay, if you consider pressing buttons and tapping on the touchscreen gameplay. I've seen a lot of reviews that criticize 999 for its heavy reading amount, but it's a visual novel, so what the shit did you expect? I actually saw a review that said the phrase, and I quote, "Reading isn't fun, so if I wanted to read, I'd pick up a book, and books are boring." I wept a single tear for the death of intelligent gamers everywhere. The game follows Junpei, a college student who wakes up on a massive ship that's about to sink. Oops. His captor is a mysterious man named Zero. No. No. Yes. Anyway, Zero has captured Junpei, as well as 8 other people, and is forcing them to play the nonary game, which basically means he's taunting them to try and make their way through his sick funhouse of traps and mazes without dying. The rules of the nonary game are as follows. Each person on the ship has a bomb embedded in their stomach and a bracelet that shows an integer on it. There are doors with numbers on them all over the ship, and each must be passed through with 3 to 5 people whose bracelet's digital root equals the number on the door. There's a lock on one side of each door, and a bomb deactivator on the other side, and everyone who stepped through needs to put their hand on the bomb deactivator or their bomb goes off in 81 seconds. Break the rules, and the bombs go off. If not everyone steps through, the bombs go off. If too many people step through, the bombs go off. Hell, basically if you do anything that Zero doesn't want you to do, the bombs go off. Zero says the ship will sink in 9 hours, and the key to finding your way off the ship is to pass through the door labeled 9. However, only 3 to 5 people can step through, so at least 4 people are gonna have to die. However, you need just about everyone to get through the many numbered doors, so you need to work together with everyone on the boat, but only so much that you can still manage to be one of the survivors that gets off the boat in the end. As time goes on, you learn more about why you are here, and how everyone is linked together, but everyone on the boat is fucking paranoid, and people stab each other in the back pretty regularly. Sometimes literally. The fun of the game is all about figuring out who Zero is and why he has kidnapped these 9 specific people. It's also pretty fun to see the many varied ways your companions meet their demise, while still trying to figure out if you have enough living bodies to get through the door at the end. Destructoid said it's kind of like Saw if it were written by Michael Crichton, and that's a pretty accurate description. It's the same trapped in a horrible torture maze feel that Saw has, but it focuses on mystery and interpersonal drama rather than straight-out torture porn. The game narrates Junpei's journey on the bottom screen and shows dialogue and action on the top screen. And like I said before, you will be doing a lot of reading. But this is the best part of the game. The characters are all really interesting. From Lotus, a scantily clad, big-breasted chick, to Seven, the big criminal bruiser type. Though the characters each fall into the role of an anime stereotype in some way or another, the stereotypes slowly get shattered as the story goes on. For example, Lotus has an astoundingly high IQ, and Seven, well, actually, that's a spoiler, so I'll leave that to our spoiler bits. The story is just so well written, and the game chooses carefully what to show you and what not to show you. For example, you never really get to see someone who has exploded via breaking the rules. The camera just focuses on a blood splatter, and the mangled body is described in the text. This lets you dream up your own ghastly scene, which is way more frightening than just throwing gore at you. The story is broken up by puzzles that mirror escape the room style flash games. During puzzle segments, your job is to examine the room room around you and find a way to escape. To look at something or move to a new area, you just tap on the touchscreen. Everything you can examine is outlined in bright yellow, so you are never stuck pixel bitching about looking for that one item you haven't examined yet. Some items you find can be put in your inventory, where they can be examined in 3D space or combined with other items. Every item you find must be used in a puzzle room, so you never waste your time with false leads or red herrings. The puzzle and story are seamlessly woven together, and this is what I like the most about the game. Dialogue and scenes prior to the puzzle room will give you hints on how to solve each puzzle, and while you are solving puzzles, other characters will continue to converse with you, both to give you hints and to shed more light on the overall plot. You have to pay attention to the narrative in order to get clues as to where to go next and what to do next. Random decisions are pretty much a one-way ticket to Knife in the Backsville, making stops at Crushed Skullsburg and Flayed Scrotumshire. There's never a point in this game where your brain isn't being bombarded with information about who Zero is or why you are all here, and the majority of the game actually takes place in your own mind as you try to figure out the mystery behind everything. There are also points in the story where you have to make Junpei make a decision, and these decisions seriously affect the way the story unfolds. For example, there are 16 puzzles in the game, but you will probably only see 3 to 5 of them on a playthrough. There are 6 different endings to the game, and the game actively wants you to see all of them. The first time you reach the end of the game, you'll probably get an ending that doesn't satisfy you, and you'll be left asking a lot of questions about the plot that haven't been answered. But then you could start the game again, with all the knowledge you gained on your previous playthrough. In fact, the game is nice enough to gray out your previously made decision choices, and it also allows you to skip any dialogue scene you have seen before. There are only 6 endings, but there are 13 routes to each ending, and each of them reveals different important info about the plot. In fact, you have to see certain endings in order to unlock the true ending. Here's a hint. The reason you can restart the game with all your knowledge of previous playthroughs is not just a game mechanic. In fact, it's one of the best plot twists I've ever seen in a game, and I won't spoil it for you. The game goes a long way to help you through it. It provides you with a calculator for math puzzles, maps to help you make navigation decisions, and you can save anywhere and at any time. If there's anything bad I can say about the game, it's that you can't skip puzzles you've already solved, but a cheat sheet or puzzle walkthrough will solve that problem. The puzzles in 999 could sell the game by itself, but writing is the main attraction. Since every decision you can make could kill you, you're constantly paranoid. But since the story itself holds the clues to keep you alive, you're hanging on the narrative's every word in the hopes that it will help you survive till the end. It makes you feel for the characters and then does horrible things to them when you least expect it. At the end of the game, you identify with Junpei, and all this horrible stuff feels like it's happening to you. And every time you finish the game, you just need to know more, until before you know it, 30 to 40 something hours later, you've gotten all the endings and are hit with a massive plot twist that is basically everything M. Night Shyamalan wishes he could be. Pure narrative excellence. I really can't describe it any other way. However, the best part about this game is the fact that it's only $35. $35! People are dropping $60 on yet another Call of Duty, and I'm here, $25 richer, because I'm playing a game that actually gave thought to its narrative. $35, people. Come on. Chunsoft, the random people who made this game, needs more money to make more games that satisfy games as art fuckos like me. And hell, it was published by Axis, the guys who published BlazBlue, so maybe they'll use the money to bring another cool fighting game over to America. It's win-win for everybody. The bottom line is, you owe it to yourself to play 999. It's just that good. I know it's kind of hard to find, but if you ever looked at games as an art form, then this is the game for you. It's just a shame that it's getting such a small release. So what are you waiting for? Go! Get it! Now! Now! Stop listening to this and go get it! Well, anyway, that was our first game review, and if you liked it, maybe we'll post more. P.S. I don't have a capture card or anything, so I'd like to thank Mio Akiyama08 for his gameplay videos that provided most of the gameplay in this review. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch all you guys later.